What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Treylon Burks. Treylon was just drafted recently by the Tennessee Titans in the first round out of Arkansas, former Arkansas Razorback. He's basically there to be the replacement for A.J. Brown, who they traded. They feel like either in the short term or long term, he's going to be a better option both on the field and cheaper financially because they don't want to pay A.J. Brown. So he gets drafted, and there's a photo or visual of him that went viral, and it's of him in a room full of Caucasian women. Now, we don't know exactly were those women all invited by him. Maybe they were invited by his girlfriend or fiance because he just recently, I believe, got engaged to this particular female. So they may not all just be there to support. Even if they are, so what? So what, right? We don't even know everybody that's in that room in that picture. We don't even know everybody that's in the room. But there are people jumping to conclusions. There are people who are clowning him for this. This reminds me of a football player years ago that got drafted, and people are making fun of the fact that he had a room full of it was a small get together. He had a bunch of Caucasian women there. And so there are some people that they're not going to like this. They're going to feel some type of way. But again, we don't know Treylon. We don't know him. We don't know the type of friends he has. When I look on his social media, you can tell he seems like he's a bit of a country boy. You know, I grew up with guys like Treylon. You know, guys, especially brothers from the country like to go hunt. You know, they do like to date the occasional Becky. But, I mean, that can just be with anybody. Your situation, how you grew up sometimes can play a big role into maybe what you like to date. I don't know. But let's get into it. This according to It's Game 7. So Tennessee Titans select wide receiver Treylon Burks with the 18th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The talented young prospect recorded 146 receptions, 2,399 yards, and 18 touchdowns in his time at Arkansas, and will be expected to step in to the role left vacant by A.J. Brown. Brown, the Titans' number one wide receiver, was shipped off to the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night after the front office refused to give him the 4-year, $100 million extension with $57 million guaranteed that he desired. Yeah, these wide receivers are looking for big paydays. They want almost close to quarterback money, and the Titans were not willing to pay him that. Reactions to the Burks pick were mixed. Some, like the Green Bay Packers, felt he was a stud and the best talent at his position in the draft. Others, however, worried that he was a physically comparable but still skill deficient version of the guy he was replacing. Let's see. Interesting enough, though, Burks' fit on the Titans isn't why he's ultimately gone viral. As you see, this is the tweet that set it off. It says, the phone call, Burks is going to Tennessee. Every time I see this picture, I die laughing. Ain't no way this man got this many white women around him. Surrounded by premium milk, get him a gold jacket. This whole D1 athlete white women thing isn't jokes. I see is actually a real thing. Not true, because I'm there. It depends on where you're from. He went to Arkansas. Like he was at the University of Arkansas, man. There's probably nothing but Beckys there. And he probably been with this female he's with now since high school. We don't know. We don't know his story. But yeah, there are stereotypes, but so what? Like, I really want people to understand that I really don't care whether he dates Caucasian women or not. The only people that care are people who don't have a spouse. They don't have anybody. They have time to get on social media and worry about who somebody is dating, especially us as melanated men. Well, y'all surprised that melanated men are popular with the Caucasian females? Why is that a surprise to anybody? Black men are charismatic. Everywhere we go, we make friends. And this so happens there's a lot of Caucasian women there. But again, they could be there for him, or they could be there for, his girlfriend. She could have invited them. It doesn't mean he invited those people there. We don't even know whose house he's at or what place they're gathering at. Had his grandmother surrounded by milk. Man got more white girls than a KA brunch. Boy had all the milk at his party, at his draft party. I would have been in that MF trying to hit something. I'm sure you would. His girl told the whole sorority house to pull up. That's what it is. I'm telling you. His girlfriend had all those. I bet a lot of them chicks are in sororities. She might be in one. She probably invited all her sorority sisters there. She brought all of them there to be a part of the draft. And they were going to be on TV. So it's like, why not? They could have been invited by her. People are assuming that he invited them. He probably looking like, why y'all here too? The 2022 NFL draft was eventful in many ways. Aiden Hutchinson's mother stole the show. Kenny Pickett's girl also left quite the impression, but nobody went as mega viral as Treylon Burks did. This is going to be an interesting year for Burks as things presently stand. The Titans are built to contend for a Super Bowl. However, their success is predicated on how able and willing he will be to step into Brown's shoes. Well, they think he's going to be able to do it. They think he's going to be more than capable to step into his shoes. I hope he's successful. I don't want him to, I don't want him to be in a situation where he feels like he has to be AJ Brown. He's be himself. And if he's being himself, he's going to be successful. That's all he has to do. But in regards to this picture, listen, why is it that when a black man has a Caucasian girlfriend, why is that going viral? Or he has a bunch of white women around him. Why is that news? Why is that news? I'm talking about it because it's conversation. And the thing about this draft, it didn't even have the drama that the previous years have had, with the ladies. Like we've seen some very awkward situations with these guys, and they end up dumping those girls anyway. Who remembers Isaiah Wilson? Isaiah Wilson was hugged by his girlfriend. Y'all remember his mother had to pick the girl up and removed her, right? The dude ended up, I believe, breaking up with her. He just completely he got that NFL money and he lost his mind. And he lost his job. No longer in the NFL, just a waste of talent because he didn't care. A lot of those women they're with now, they're not going to be with those women. Look at Russell Wilson. Women to draft when he got drafted and he had that Caucasian woman with him. And she was so happy. And I think he ended up getting with her and she ended up cheating on him and with his teammate, allegedly. So, yeah, man, I think this is a bunch ado about nothing, but people are going to make conversations out of this, But let's look to the future with Burks. New Titans wide receiver Treylon Burks puts his boots on the ground in Nashville. The guy seemingly, he seemed like a mature guy. Look at his social media. He seems very mature. Decked out in cowboy boots, jeans, and a dapper white sports coat, new Titans wide receiver Treylon Burks stepped off the team's private jet on Friday looking and sounding the part. The boots, by the way, weren't just for show for his trip to Music City. Burks in fact has several pairs, including ostrich, lizard, and snake skin. I've seen on his Instagram, he does like to wear boots. He's a boots guy. Yeah, he says, I'm just a boots guy. Smiling Burks, who likes to hunt hogs as a hobby. said as he walked through the Titans locker room, "I like my boots." After being drafted 18th overall by the Titans in Thursday's night's NFL draft, the former Arkansas wide receiver arrived in town today and said that he was ready to get to work. "Honestly, words can't explain the feeling I have right now," Burks says. "I am thankful to be here, for having the chance to live my dream. I just want to do everything God has put in front of me and attack it like I am. I'm happy to be here. I knew that the Titans liked me just from the one-on-one visit I had with them, but I just played it as I am just going to let God take care of everything, and wherever I go, I am going to be blessed to go there. Now I feel like I am blessed to be here, and I'm ready to get to work." That's what we need. We need that. Getting off the private jet with his Caucasian girlfriend. With the boots, all right? With the boots, man. Got off the plane with his white girl with him. Listen, I don't care. Y'all shouldn't care who these guys are dating. So what? He had a room full of white women. Some of you melanated women, if you had a chance to have a room full of Caucasian men, and you're gonna be in a situation where you're being drafted or whatnot into whatever league, you would do it. Especially the ones that are divesting. Ultimately, man, it's good to see that, you know, this guy is able to live his dream, because, you know, a lot of young black men, they want to get to the point to where they can accomplish this. Ultimately, it's all about the accomplishments, what you work hard for. Don't let anything stand in your way. Don't let the shaming stand in your way. Overcome all obstacles to get you where you need to go. So, shout out to everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all like the video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see y'all in the next one.